Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing if statements in PHP. As a first step, let's create a new PHP file. Let's name this file ifstatement.php. If statements play a fundamental role in PHP programming as they allow controlling the flow of code based on conditional logic. With if statements, we can decide which part of the program to execute and which part to skip based on a given condition. Without if statements, programs would execute their code linearly. If statements provide the ability for the program to branch and make decisions, crucial for handling different scenarios. Let's start with simple if statements. Simple if statements evaluate a single condition and execute the code if the condition is true. Let's create an example to illustrate a simple if statement. Let's declare a variable, which I'll name $number. Set its value, for example, to 10. Next, create an if statement as follows: after if, in parentheses, specify the condition. I want to check if $number is greater than 5, so I write $number 5 inside the brackets. Then, provide a message to be displayed in the browser if the condition is true. For this, after, use braces to contain the message, echo the number is greater than 5. Now, if we refresh the browser, we'll see the message displayed because the value of $number is 10, which is greater than the specified condition of 5. Let's see what happens if the number is not greater than 5. Set the value of $number to something less than 5 and refresh the browser. Since the condition is false, the message won't be displayed. Because the if statement responds only to the true condition, if the condition evaluates to false, there won't be a response message. Now, let's move on to if-else statements. If-else statements define two branches of statements, providing a response even when the condition is false. Let's illustrate this with an example. Start with declaring a variable, $temperature, with a value of 28. Create an if statement that says, if the $temperature variable is greater than 30, then display the weather is very hot. To achieve this, write $temperature 30 inside the if statements, brackets. After, create the else branch, which will tell us that the condition is not true, meaning if $temperature is less than 30, then the message will be the temperature is pleasant. Try refreshing the browser. Since the variable's value is less than 30, the second response is displayed. Now, change the variable's value to 35 and see what happens. With the variable now greater than 30, the first response is displayed. Next, let's talk about multiple if-else statements. When you need to check multiple conditions, you can use multiple if-else statements. Let's take an example of grading. Declare a new variable, $grade, and set its value to 75. The if statement says, if the achieved score is greater than or equal to 90, then the response is excellent. To achieve this, write $grade equals 90 in the if statements, brackets and provide the corresponding message A+. Continue with ElseIf to add another condition. I want to say, if the score is greater than or equal to 70, then the response is good, so write $grade equals 70 after ElseIf and provide the message B+. Let's add two more conditions. Use ElseIf again, if the score is greater than or equal to 50, then the response is satisfactory, so write $grade equals 50. Finally, the last group covers scores below 50. Use else because we don't need a separate condition here, as this will include all scores below 50. The response will be fail. Lastly, let's discuss the short if operators. The short if operator is a concise way to write if-else statements for simple cases. In our example, let's choose whether someone is eligible to vote based on age. If the person is old enough, display yes, you can vote, otherwise, display no, you can't vote yet. Our variable will be $age, and its value will be 22. Create a new variable $canVote. After equals, use, to specify the condition, which will be $age equals 18. Add a space and a symbol. Then, provide the responses continuously. For the first response, write yes, you can vote, and after colon, write the second response, no, you can't vote yet. This concludes the discussion on if statements. If statements are critical elements of PHP programming. Their flexibility and versatility allow programs to dynamically respond to changing circumstances. If statements are suitable for both simple and complex logical checks, and combining them with logical operators and short if operators provides additional functionality. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay informed about more useful PHP tutorials. Happy coding!